Hey everyone, welcome back to the Moxi Skates YouTube channel. My name is Kid Ace and this is another episode of No Skates, No Problem. In this episode, I want to show you a few exercises using a balance board. So a balance board is going to help you build the stability and of course the balance that you need for roller skating. So all you'll need for these exercises are your balance board and a mat. If you've got a balance board, awesome. If you don't have a balance board, check out last week's episode where I showed you how you can make your very own balance board from home. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that these balance board exercises are very, very challenging. They are for me anyway. So I want to tell you what I tell myself, which is that any amount of practice makes progress. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this first exercise, we're going to be doing a plank. You have a few options for plank. In this first variation, we're going to start with the hands or the forearms on your balance board and your legs behind you. So go ahead and bring your hands or your forearms onto the balance board. Find your balance here. And then you can bring your knees to a mat for a knee down plank. This is one great option. Or go ahead and tuck your toes, extend your legs, and find a full plank position. From here, really start to draw the hip points to the midline, draw your belly button up and back, and as you press into the board, feel that core engage. So hold this for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then go ahead and let go. Do that for anywhere from 2 to 3 sets or until your core starts to feel fatigued. For this next exercise, we're just gonna flip the plank around and bring our toes onto the balance board and walk the hands in front. So there are 2 variations of this plank. First, go ahead and bring the feet onto your balance board. Find your balance. And you can start by just holding a suspended tabletop position. So shoulders over your wrists, knees under your hips, finding that core and finding your balance. The next variation, you can walk the hands out for that full plank hold. Same situation here, press into the hands, activate the core, drawing the hip points in and the belly button up and back. Hold 15 to 20 seconds, and then go ahead and release. You can do the same number of reps and sets for this plank as well. All right, so the next exercise, we are going to practice balancing in 2 different stances. So the first stance is just going to be a regular forward stance. So go ahead and step one foot on first, and then step the other foot on. From here, you want to make sure you bend your knees, sit your hips back just a little bit so that you can activate the core, the muscles of the legs, and the glutes. And then start to tip over towards the high side and start to see if you can find your balance. So when finding your balance, it can be helpful to look straight ahead. It can be helpful to sit a little lower. See if any of these techniques work. Yes. Good. And so once you find your balance, you can see how long you can hold it. Good. And then take a little rest. All right. So that's balance stance 1. Balance stance 2 is going to be straight ahead. So we'll start with the right foot in front. So go ahead and step your right foot facing the long end of the board, and then your left foot is going to be behind you as if you were in your ramp stance. So be easy from here. Again, hips back, knees bent. If you want to use a support, you can do that just to start to find your balance. And then go ahead and you're going to constantly be shifting your weight between the balls of the feet and the heels, between the front foot and the back foot. Nice. See if you can find a balance point in this stance. See how long you can hold it. Nice, yes, got one. Good, and then you can go ahead and switch which foot's in front. So I'll go ahead and find the left foot in front and then the right foot behind. So this is like the opposite of my skating stance, so it's really feels super awkward. All right, and then same thing, knees bent, hips back. Start to find your balance here. Nice. Good, same tools there. You can look straight ahead. You can sit a little lower. Nice, good. And then take a little rest. All right, so planks and standing balances, those are a few different variations that you can try and start to build strength for roller skating. So if you found those standing balances challenging the way I did, just remember the act itself of practicing is going to give you a lot of benefits in terms of strength building and improving your balance. So stick with it. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode of No Skates, No Problem. Make sure you like and subscribe below, and I will see you next time.